What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is kiodiekin. Thank you guys all for joining tonight. And so I hope y'all had a really good Memorial weekend. I mean, I know it's been really adventurous for a lot of us, especially in the pyro community. And so before I get started, definitely want to give a big thanks to all the people in the community, people who have been asking me questions, the new subscribers. Want to keep you guys informed. Remember, this is not just a firework channel. So, well, yeah, I mean, we are all about fireworks and pyro, but we do a number of things here: talk shows, firework reviews, demonstrations, demos, anything pertaining to the light of or the life of burning, actually. And so, also, my new talk show format when I have a guest from now on will be called The Burn. So my first guest on The Burn tomorrow will be a guy named Jason. He is the owner of Iowa Fireworks Stores in Iowa. He will be on live with me tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific time. So please keep that in mind. Should be a little store walkthrough. Great guy. He's a subscriber of mine, and he's been watching. But now for the matter at hand. A lot of people got busted this weekend for transporting illegal fireworks. And so I guess the Cal State or Cal Fire Department, they don't have anything better else to do right now. And I understand they're out there doing their jobs, but when you think about it, I mean, fireworks, I mean, really, people out there doing drugs, mental issues, other things, and they're sitting out in the middle of the desert all day waiting for customers where they can legally purchase fireworks but illegally transport them. And so wanted to jump on tonight, get everybody's thoughts. But before we get into that, I want to go ahead and show you guys this quick video. This was on TikTok from one of, actually, I don't know if he's a subscriber or not, but obviously he got busted. So let's go ahead and take a look.
Started. Look at my steak, gotta look at my way. What could you say? If it ain't salute, I gotta look at like, hey, looking like why?
So you can see this guy right here, he got busted transporting fireworks coming through the agricultural checkpoint. A lot of people that I know recently got busted because they didn't cover up their stuff. And honestly, these type of cars are the worst to transport fireworks. And in fact, this is how Gilbert Arenas got caught many years ago. If you guys are familiar with that, he was coming back through LA. He had a, think it was a rocket sticking out the back of a flatbed truck like this, and he was doing 90 miles an hour coming through LA. And so this is how he got caught. Something like this. I mean, totally exposed. Somebody could just lift up your stuff, illegal search. I mean, search and seizure and stuff. But apparently the officers can actually see it. But I'm not sure of the circumstances of this particular person. But he got busted, and it's really unfortunate. On top of that, I've also had a few other people comment on some of my recent videos saying that they got busted as well. And of course, some people said, hey, I didn't cover up my stuff. I didn't do my due diligence. But I'm not sure or familiar with anybody who got pulled over for speeding or doing something that they shouldn't have been doing. A lot of it was just, I think maybe just obviously a checkpoint, or they probably saw a little something, and people don't have blankets or cover up their stuff. So that's pretty much what's been going on. But I did read some other comments on Reddit. Again, I didn't see any other news outlets reporting about this. No, no other YouTubers. I even asked people who uh, are obviously subscribers of mine, people who've been on my channel for a number of years, not just this channel, but my other one. They were busy. They couldn't take pictures or videos while they were driving, understandably. But yeah, I didn't see a lot of people really reporting it other than maybe commenting on my video. And then, of course, I saw a few people also on Reddit. And so, also keep in mind too, I know that this channel is also being watched, obviously. So you guys may want to watch some of your comments. You never know who you're talking to. I know I see a lot of people saying, "Yeah, go at this time of day, go at night, or go in the morning, or go in the middle of the afternoon." I mean, honestly, that's all reasonable, but keep in mind, you guys don't know who you guys are talking to. But Danny, you do get a ticket. So I believe someone said the ticket was a $500 fine, but after court fees, it was like $5,000, which is pretty extreme, and that's a lot of money. You guys got to keep this in mind too, that they are looking for finances. Okay, they are looking for finances. They uh, obviously had cutbacks last year. You have a lot of people who worked from home. The state, CHP, and everybody else didn't have uh, a lot of people to ticket or give citations to. So they're trying to make up for lost time. So, I mean, you got to understand the process there. Yeah, it also depends on the amount of fireworks you have can get you jail time. I'm not exactly sure what um, the amount is. But yeah, going to doing any of that kind of stuff can get you jail time. But I really apologize. I don't have a lot of other pictures and videos to really share with you, because some people did send me some stuff, but it was their GPS, and I don't want to put that out there as far as where their location was at the time. But they did say that pretty much there was checkpoints at the points that I did indicate in previous videos. Now, I wish, I know many years ago I was supposed to invest in one of my drones that could go between up to 7 and 20 miles in distance. And honestly, a situation like that would, or something like that would really come in handy. I mean, not that I would actually get out of my car and go fly my drone, but you guys get the whole idea. Having something that could have that long range of distance and you kind of can see the whole freeway and everything, what's going on. But yeah, what's also interesting is that a lot of the people that I saw getting pulled over, the majority of them seem to have red apple product. If you guys see, that's a sunflower boom back there, a sunflower cake, and a lot of this is all red apple product. I mean, it may be some other alien or whatever that's in there, but for the most part, that's what it looks like. And so, for those of you who have been watching the channel, we anticipate or expect that possibly that they have spotters somewhere, in the fields. Now I do know that Outlaw, I mean, they really couldn't have spotters or anything near Outlaw because of how their business is set up. I mean, you have to drive into the fence to area. It's like a private property, property. But a lot of the other businesses, especially Blackjack and Phantom, they're kind of fair game. I mean, you're kind of open to everybody. Everybody can kind of see you. And then Area 51, you have I think it was at a church or a parking lot right across the way where people can, kind of spot you or see whatever is going on. But, for the most part, everybody just needs to do their diligence. Let's see. Jail time. M. Boyd is commenting saying you can go to jail for 10 years. Homeland Security will get involved. I'm not exactly sure. 10 years, that seems kind of extreme for consumer fireworks. Yeah, that seems really extreme for consumer stuff there. Let's see what else we have here. Uh, I have a cake that weighs 60 pounds. Would that get me arrested? Oh, that's funny. That's funny stuff. Just kind of looking at the comments right now. Legal or not, I got a fat stash. I'm shooting off this year. Excellent. That's excellent stuff. So, the whole purpose is you guys know, make sure you guys just be safe out there. And for the most part, you want to make sure that you're obviously doing your due diligence and everything. You don't want to get busted for something really, stupid. But I can tell you this, it was a very busy weekend. A lot of people had really good products. I can tell you a number of the stores have been really busy. Nobody said sales were slumping. So with everything still going on, it was really fortunate. Now, the only bad news, other than people getting jacked up and busted, that was to report based upon what somebody in the community has said, is that they are not allowing salutes anymore at the shoot site. So keep in mind that as far as I know, the shoot site is only for consumer fireworks. It is not for salutes or anything like that. I think somebody was setting off 6 inches or 8 inch rockets, salute rockets. So that was definitely a no. And then so that's pretty much one of the newer regulations right now. Yeah, that's true. All stores are open, not just Red Apple. Yeah, of course. Yeah, all the stores are open again. So Outlaw, Area 51, Blackjack, Phantom, Alamo. We don't get a lot of information about Alamo. Has anybody actually done a walkthrough through Alamo recently? Movement near the fireworks store, so please be vigilant, guys. I like to find out, those people who are spotters, are they county employees or are they friends and family members of or off duty firework people or whatnot? I'm wondering how that's going on, because you also got to keep in mind that from an investigation standpoint, they can't use anything you're doing in that city as some type of penalty, because everything you're doing there is legal. So I'm not sure of the legalities about that. I could look into it, but you shouldn't be watched or spied upon where you're doing something legal. That could technically be harassment if these spotters are found out, because why are you spotting and you're following somebody around and you're doing something completely legal? Because buying fireworks in Pahrump is completely legal. So why is somebody spotting you for doing something in the first place? It will be the equivalent of, you know, going to vote. I mean, you guys get what I'm saying, right? Like going to a basic retail store, why is somebody following you around if you're doing something legal in the first place? So, I mean, yeah. And then secondly, too, I know that even though we've kind of touched on uh, like this being a sting operation, so to speak, we don't know if this is something that, I mean, I hate to say it, but TNT forked out the money for it. I mean, you don't know. I mean, that's how business is nowadays, especially. politics and stuff comes into play. You don't know if another company forked out the money to say, "Hey, go spy on those guys." We'll pay for it. Because obviously, for those of you who are familiar in the pyro community, you do know that TNT has a app to report your neighbors, and that is funded by them. So I mean, you never know if they could use these government sectors to pay or donate money, because they did take a cut last year to rat out their competition. From my understanding, no, Cal Fire does not have authority to pull you over. I mean, unless they see some sparks or something coming underneath your car, or there's some car trouble. I mean, I know I've driven down the freeway before and saw somebody's muffler hitting the ground, and it was causing sparks. So that could be possibly a reason. And yeah, you're a true 10. That could be considered entrapment. If you guys are familiar with what was the name of that web page years ago? Craigslist, was it Craigslist? It was one of those pages where a lot of cops were using making phony ads on Craigslist as an entrapment, and then they did away with that whole thing. That's why they can't do that anymore. Trying to trap a lot of Johns and also call girls on those websites, and they were doing something like that. Yeah, that was considered entrapment. That's why they can't post ads and stuff like that anymore. But I don't know. I'll make some phone calls. I'll look into it. But that would be a really interesting scenario. View. So from my understanding, based upon what I saw in a couple of the groups, again, I wasn't actually there. So from what a couple of other people said, from my understanding, was that the shoot site was no longer allowing salutes anymore. So again, if make sure you call the city just to verify whatever, but that's what was uh noted in one of the groups that I'm in. The agricultural checkpoint. So, from my understanding, that checkpoint is no longer considered an agricultural checkpoint. It's a vehicle inspection checkpoint, if I read it correctly. So, the agricultural checkpoint used to be the old one. Now they moved it, and so they could check for fruits and stuff like that. And even when I was a kid, they could just say, "Hey, we need to check your vehicle for fruits and stuff." When I used to travel cross country with my family, and they would look in your ice chest and everything and throw the fruits and stuff out. Yeah, so they would just look in there. So they had now I'm not sure about the legalities of that. This was back years ago. What I'm not sure what exactly is their constitutional right, but yeah, they looked inside the igloo ice chest and just started tossing stuff out. So yeah. Yeah, so someone here, this is neutral. He is saying that both the routes are currently hot. TNT is the equivalent to the NRA in the gun community. U-Haul will get you pulled over 11 times out of 10. Now, if you guys watch my video, that first car that was going passing me, no, wait, I think it was a car that was right in front of me. That was an Enterprise truck. And so they didn't get pulled over. Now, somebody else commented on my community tab. Let me see if I can pull it up for you guys because I want you guys to see it. Give me a quick second here. I want to pull it up because somebody else notated or noticed the same thing. They said that when they got close to the checkpoint, or when the other Cal Fire was there was a vehicle that passed them up at that exact. Here, let me see if I can find. I think it was actually on one of my videos. But anyway, if you guys go to my video, the one that I posted last week, let me see if I can find it really quick. I think it's the second one here. Here, let me turn that off. Somebody commented, and let me pull up my StreamYard here really quick and do a screen share. All right, so somebody commented on my video, I think it was today or yesterday, that at the point in time, here, let me let this stupid ad play. They said the same thing happened to them. So if you guys remember my video where I'm driving along, somebody cut over right here at the 30-second mark. All right, here let me blow this up so you guys can see it. So somebody commented right there that he had the same situation happen. A vehicle passed him and he slowed down and he said the exact same thing happened and then somebody got pulled over right behind him. Now, I was actually looking for my video footage because I think on my side view mirror, I had about 3 or 4 cars behind me. The same exact thing happened to me too. So this a car like not like this, but a car. This particular car passed me, kept going, and then the fire marshal or the Cal Fire pulled around and then pulled somebody over. So I don't know if this is a tactic they're using or they're having people fall from the city. So if you see why, so he passes, this guy's coming around. This guy right here on the left, he actually pulled somebody over. So I don't know if that's their way of communicating, telling them to pull somebody over because they're hauling something. So who knows if they're watching cars as they leave and they're using different maneuvers or tactics to pinpoint some of these people. But let me see if I can find that comment really quick. No, it's maybe down here. Yeah, here it is right here. So this comment, this guy says, what is his name? Linger4605. Now that I think about it, the same thing happened to me at the 32-second mark in my video. Someone also passed me aggressively like this. Fire and rescue didn't pull them over, which happened in my video. It even looks like the same vehicle. I think that vehicle is used to slow you down and keep you from getting away. I just remembered this. So that is the same exact thing that happened right here at the 32-second mark. This person pulls over aggressively. Now keep in mind, I'm traveling at the speed limit about 55. So why wasn't this person right here pulled over? Because you have to obviously accelerate and gain in speed to pass another vehicle. And then he's speeding away. He's speeding away. He's speeding away. Then he slams on brakes. So if that's true, that's probably something else to kind of watch out for while you're out there on the road. So just wanted to point that out. All right, give me a second here to catch up on the comments. But other than that, as far as I know, I think I had about 10 to 15 people comments in that they did get busted at different hours of the day. And it wasn't any type of specific time frame. Yeah, look, see, like this guy right here, I don't know. Maybe they're communicating, in some kind of way, or maybe that's an identifiable car to kind of watch out for some other vehicles. But yeah, there was like 3 or 4 cars behind me, and one of them got pulled over as soon as he was speeding past. But look at this guy. He's gaining distance. I'm doing the speed limit. Look at him. He's picking up speed and he's not getting pulled over. Kind of fishy, ain't it? So on the 160, they will pull you over if you're speeding and such. If you get caught with fireworks, they will say something like leave the city within 24 hours or some mess like that. Yeah. Yeah, and there's a little party over there. You can see they ordered some pizza and everything. So anyway, I just wanted to point that out because when other people in the community are having that same type of issue, if you have a student driver sticker, you will 100% get pulled. That's hilarious, guys. Yeah. Let's see here. There was a Mini Cooper that kept passing us up and then pulling over part. Then we would pass it up, and then Mini Cooper would do it again. Yeah. So Raymond Oliveras, sorry if I mispronounced your name. Yeah, he's basically saying the same thing. There was a Mini Cooper that kept passing us up and then pulling over part. Then we would pass it up, and then Mini Cooper would do it again. So, well, we got it on camera. So, there you guys go. True. I mean, you could use a scanner. You know what? That probably is a good thing because remember, in this stretch of the road, or just even out here in general, there's not a lot of cell phone signal reception. So, I mean, in any case, the only way to really communicate with somebody would be a CB or a scanner. But I have no idea how the frequencies are out there, but I'm sure a CB or a scanner would obviously have a signal out there. Zoom Flowers, that's Red Apple product, right? They probably have some. They should. Remind me to take off my. So a few other suggestions for some of you guys out there. Obviously this time of year is really not good to wear your favorite shirts that represent fireworks. Like Cobra, Red Apple, Area 51. I mean, again, you guys can do whatever the heck you want. I'm just pointing out some information out there. You obviously don't want to give somebody away or just draw additional attention to yourselves by wearing your favorite garb, which is something we all love to do if you love Cobra or Pyro Boom or one of those other affiliate merchandise uh, companies out there that you guys love to represent. And I like doing it myself too. But you want to be smart this time of year. So yeah. The guy behind me did not get pulled over. I think it was like two people behind me or whatever. So you want me to see if I can zoom in on the plate? Yeah, I think I can. Let me see here. Let's blow it up. Uh, and if I can't see it here, oh wait, whoa. Okay, so this is a handicap sticker that says J1131. I think that's what that is. Yeah, that looks like it's a handicap placard. What the same one that you saw pulling up, was that a handicap placard too? And again, I really don't like, if this is an innocent bystander or whatever the case might be. I don't like to put people's information out on blast, but the only reason why this came to be suspicious is because this person passed me up. He didn't get pulled over, and somebody else is reporting the same thing, that they got passed up and a few other cars got pulled over too. So yeah, it's a handicap placard 11 or it's either J1131 or J1131. So so you know, real suspicious. Oh, you guys are hilarious. But all in all, I mean, I had a great Memorial weekend. I lit some sparklers. I just sat around, had fun, had some barbecue, went to my family's house. We had a great time, and it was all nice and fun. I do have a couple other firework videos I will be uploading in the next day or two, but yeah, it was all nice and fun. I mean, I know the heat is finally kicking in. It's time to hit the beach. Let me see. Put out fake out of sick when you arrive at the store. When you leave the parking lot, take them off. Yeah. So this is the time of year where most of you should probably start investing in trash bags to put some of your stuff in. So that way people can easily see, what you have. Make sure you have an extra blanket and a towel. Um, well, this, if somebody else has a very similar photo, have them send it over to me. They got my email address. Or if you see me in the group, make sure you send it, because this is suspicious. I mean, with this guy just blowing right by me and then slamming on brakes, and then he's still speeding away. And then there's a car, and then he pulls somebody over. I can promise you, he did this one right here, pull somebody over, and then kept going. So yeah, that was another thing too, because I did have a number of people reach out to me and said that the road was hot, but nobody took pictures or posted video. So I wish I had more to show you guys tonight, other than what I'm. That's a plate frame. They're passing y'all up and then slowing down to slow you down, so the cop or fire department can peer inside your cars for easy pyro. Well, if that's the case, then I would hope that they have some high speed cameras or something, because even at that rate of speed and the sun is in their face, they're really not going to see too much. What's going on, Just HD? What's going on, man? So yeah, again, for those of you guys just joining, this is one of the guys who was on TikTok. I don't know who this gentleman is, but he got caught at the agricultural checkpoint. and unfortunately, he got pulled over for what happened to him. But you guys just got to be safe out there. But all in all, I could tell you that it's going to be a great Fourth of July season. There's a lot of new product that is out, and also a lot of fireworks stores still do not have merchandise. I know several stores are still looking for fountains. Some several stores are still looking for assortments. And I was told, again, I can't confirm this, but I was told that Area 51 is supposed to receive another large shipment June 2nd. That's what I've been told. So, again, from what I've seen from even Area 51, is they post and say, "Hey, we got something in stock," and then 20 less than 24 hours later, they're gone. They don't have inventory. So that kind of sucks. And I know last year a lot of people were hooping and hollering and raving that a lot of companies sold out a lot of stuff, but they're having a hard time replenishing, and that ain't cool. Yeah, right. Man, Pyro, I was so exhausted um this weekend. What, Saturday, Sunday, Monday? I was knocked out pretty much all. I wouldn't say, what was it, all yesterday? No, yeah, I was knocked out pretty much kind of all yesterday. I was tired. I didn't want to look at any videos. Um what, 2 week, what, week and a half ago, it was the first time I uploaded over 40 videos. So between now and 2 weeks, I've uploaded over 60 videos. And what's interesting is, you guys know I have my tech channel where I do video games and other stuff. It's really, I've probably uploaded what, maybe 3 or 4 times, 5 times in a week. And it's a lot easier for me to upload firework videos because I don't have to do a lot of research. It's just more or less like light a fuse, talk about something, you're done with it. When I do my tech reviews, I got to know do my homework, do research. Sometimes it takes 2 or 3 weeks to do proper research to do an adequate review before saying something. Whereas this, I could just kind of just pop out content, one thing right after the other. So I think I did like, what, 6 videos between Friday and Saturday. So I was a little drained. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they have to have a warrant in order to search you. They got to have some type of reasonable cause, or but even still, they seem to they I don't even know what fire, they're not even allowed to pull you over unless they just see something obvious. But I really hope, I really hope that they aren't using the community or spotters in an area that it's legal to buy fireworks in the first place. I really hope that is not the case, because again, that would be like spying on you for going to the supermarket. Like, why is somebody following you around and you're doing something that's perfectly legal? Antonio P says, I've seen undercover that Red Apple never jump back on the road right away, stay in town, kill time, grab some food. Antonio, are you referring to uh regular officers, or are you referring to somebody actually undercover? What were the circumstances regarding that? Wow, thank you. You know what, that's actually the most live viewers I've had on this channel. Excuse me. On my other channel, I think the top number was 350 current live stream viewers. So I thank you guys all for joining tonight. And again, just to let you guys all know, I started this firework channel. I was really apprehensive because I wasn't sure if I would have enough content to really keep it going and sustain itself. And so I wanted to be different because, in my personal opinion, I wanted to do more than just light a fuse and hold a camera and say, wow, just, look how good I am. So I wanted to bring in some additional news reviews. Shout out to Cali Pyro. His name is showing up as deleted user. He is a moderator on this channel that keeps me informed about a lot of news things, like that news article about when they had that Ontario explosion. I think that was him that sent that to me. And so, it's allowed me to be a little bit more diverse in creating content, and so in the realm of, fireworks and other things that goes on. And so, when I run groups, or obviously running a channel, a lot of community membership, it does help, either inspiration, information, because, especially running groups, for the most part. You can't do it without other moderators and admins. It just doesn't happen. But yeah, when I first started this channel, I wasn't sure if I would have enough content to really sustain itself, and so I just kept, pumping away. I was like, all right, I got several years worth of footage. I'll just keep uploading and keep it going, and then so here we are now. But also, too, it's ironic that a lot of other I've noticed a lot of other people really haven't said anything about this issue, so maybe they just don't want to. If you get pulled over, just record them and say, "Where's your warrant?" Yeah, you guys need to have your cameras at the ready. You guys need to have your GoPros hanging off of the windshield and all this other kind of stuff. We need documentation to find out what's going on. But like I said, when I was on this road and I saw one car sitting, that one car that I showed you on the community tab where it was sitting, I knew something was up. I knew something was fishy. I was like, no, something's fishy. I was like, you never see a car sitting on the side of the road. So you just got to be ready. Doug, what were they asking you at Red Apple? That's another thing too. You could rent a limousine. You could rent a limousine in Las Vegas for $100 an hour. That's actually not too bad. It's cheaper than a taxi. Let's see. One gentleman was inside looking at one item the whole time and walked up to the register same time as I did. Second man was standing outside as soon as I walked. Was on the phone undercovers. Okay, so we can't really be sure if that was an undercover or not. But I mean, if somebody, uh, again, I think that probably falls under entrapment and why somebody's watching you when you're doing something perfectly legal. That may be grounds for a lawsuit. Somebody's asking me, are you talking about this year or between 2020 and 2021? As far as how much I've spent, I can't honestly tell you because I get stuff here and there. That's really a difficult question for me to ask. I could tell you it's over. I could tell you it's over 1,000. I can tell you that much. And keep in mind that's like fuse and other stuff too. So I mean, a lot of times that we talk about buying fireworks, but don't forget about your accessories and everything. Cobra firing system, fuse. In my case, I also use RC cars to record some of my show too, or drone. You got to factor in all that stuff. Yeah. So, but yeah, that was a really unfortunate situation with this guy right here, and several other people had the same situation. But in their case, they said, "Hey, it was my fault. I screwed up doing something." Yeah. See, I have to buy um, e matches and igniters from my Cobra firing system, so that goes into the cost too. Or you might be buying racks. So I mean, it's an assortment of everything. Well, I think they put his stuff on a pallet. I mean, honestly, I don't think he had that whole pallet in his car, but if you notice his footage, here, let me pause it here just for a second. He's not the only one. So they have pallets out there. So if you see this is apparently somebody else's vehicle, somebody who was already pulled over. And I think, and just to let you guys know, from my understanding, they were still out there on the road today looking for people. So today is Tuesday, June 1st, and they were still pulling people over. Yeah, I've never seen somebody leave Red Apple with a pallet. So I believe this is CHP or their agricultural checkpoints. Um, or actually, it's not even the checkpoint pallet. I don't think that's Red Apple. I don't even think they let one of those go. Yeah, screw that. Ain't nobody taking an 11-hour trip. Pyro goes, which drone do you have? Yeah, my personal preference for drones is Obviously, my DJI Phantom 3 fell and hit the ground. It broke, so I got to get a replacement. So my next one is either going to be the Mavic. I've always wanted to get the Inspire 2, but for small purposes, I may go with the Mavic or the DJI Phantom 4. Jesse is asking me, Keo, why don't you do footage of the shops up north? I appreciate you keeping all these people in the heat down south, but no love for the north. That's actually a good question. So, I mean, obviously, I haven't done a lot of other stores because I don't know all the stores that are around. I mean, I don't mind it. Eventually, I do want to get to it. I know my main goal, as far as like this fireworks season, was to create up a lot of buzz and help other stores promote. And I've had a few other stores reach out to me. That was actually my number one goal. I don't care what store you go to, as far as where you want to buy fireworks. But so a lot of that has really taken up my time. I'm only one person and I still have other things that I need to do, as far as having a job and all that. So I mean, if I was doing it full time, then yeah, I would, do a lot of other hobby stuff full time and get really in depth and maybe do some traveling, maybe find another pyro guy to hit the road with me or whatever, and we go out and make a bunch of videos and stuff. That would be really awesome. But yeah, remember it's only me, and like everything that you see on my channel is me, like all the effects, the live streaming, the video editing. I do all that myself. So yeah, I mean, but I would definitely be more than interested in checking out additional stores and taking the show on the road. That would be really fun. Dude has all his stuff on blast with no cover. Get smarter. Yeah, same thing with Gilbert Arenas. He did the same thing. I got caught in 2019. I was going through Baker through 10 Angels Life. Uh, Carl, what is that? What's true 10 Angels for Life? What does that mean? Pyro, if you got the DJI Mavic Air 2 for $500, that's a great deal. Okay, yeah, refurbished, yeah, because those still go for about 1,000. Is Mowapo Valley Plays Indian Reservation safe? Yeah, it should be. Kill boomed I can't. I shop at Phantom. Got a problem with that? Hey man, hey, whatever you want to do at Phantom, that's your business. Also, make sure you guys check out Just HD. He has a 10. Or no, I'm sorry, not $10. Oh my gosh, $100 aerial finale board challenge out there. I know he called me out, so we'll see what we do about that. Where did they catch you? You give permission to search. Up north prices are crazy. A box of X cows are $120. No case available. So that's pretty standard. A lot of places are not offering wholesale this year. Again, a lot of businesses are not offering wholesale. Everything is at retail cost. And someone was asking me, I believe, in the comment section on one of my previous videos, why are Red Apple shells or their cases more expensive than some of the other stores, predominantly XCals? Reason being is because, from my understanding, you have a large supplier here in the United States that does all the boxing up of the XCal shells, and everybody orders from that place. So if you were to travel cross country and you would typically see X cows in every fireworks store, from my understanding. So you guys are all familiar with supply and demand, and if you order in bulk, obviously their price is a lot cheaper. Well, obviously, Red Apple is an independent company. They have what, two locations, so they have their own unique marketing and branding for their own specific product. They're not going to have 100,000 X cows or X cow like shells in the country, or where you can have a big uh, warehouse like Super Fireworks or TNT or Phantom. It doesn't work that way. So the reason why the cost of X cows is a lot cheaper is because it's shipped in bulk. There's a huge warehouse, I believe, that assembles everything, and people order from there. So you guys are all familiar with supply and demand and buying in bulk. Someone's saying we should go back to Outlaw Pyro on supply day so we can fill their full inventory. Yeah, they just got in a shipment the other day, so I know they have some assortments. So I'm not fully sure what they do have, but Cody B responded to the challenger. Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, I saw he responded. I haven't watched this full video, but I did see he responded. You're saying that a Blackjack's employee reported you that was from Cali? Dogs alert where the fireworks were Blackjack's employees. I mean, I'm not gonna say that because I mean I don't want to put out bad information out there that employees are ratting out, their customers and so forth. But yeah, and just so you guys know, I don't shoot X cows. I bought a case of them a few years ago, and I'm glad I shot those off really quick because they do not compare to anything else that's out there on the market. They're really low grade quality. So if you guys know who CZ is, CZ American Patriot, I think it was back in 2016 or 2017. He did a firework challenge. He took all the best shells and compared them, and X Cows performed the worst. I think that video had over 80,000 views, something like that. And everybody who was watching the live stream noticed the X Cal performed the worst. And I think that was the first year the Calavera shells at Red Apple came out. And the Calaveras are really unique because those are the only shells that I know of that have actually launched from the point of ignition and can almost pretty much trip a car alarm. So those shells are really unique in that. But yeah, XCal's kind of performed the worst. And if you guys read the comments on that video, I think he was live on either Facebook or he was live on YouTube when he did it as well. A lot of other people noticed it too. Yeah, the mariachi shells from Outlaw, those are really good. Again, I still need to shoot off several more to give a really firm opinion on the new 6 inches, but right now, in my opinion, the 6 inch mariachis outperform the Demigod and the Skid Row. From what I've been told, the Platinum Excaliburs aren't as good as the Excaliburs. Again, that's what I've been told. So yeah, well, definitely. I mean, the worst time to go, like even right now, would definitely be on the weekends. I mean, you definitely want to go, well, but who knows? I mean, whatever the time may be. I mean, last year the worst time to go was on the weekend because everybody was trying to buy fireworks, and that's when you had all the long lines and stuff, and everybody was complaining. So obviously, you're not having that this year. So the best time to go is, I guess, when you can go. But yeah, again, the only details that I've had in regards to what's been going on the freeways is I've seen a few comments on Reddit. Now, I do know in Northern Cali, somebody was busted with a lot of fireworks. I don't believe that was a sting operation. I think that was an incidental situation where somebody was pulled over and it led them to a stash of fireworks. Nothing like a sting operation, but I am aware of that happened a few days ago up north. But yeah, if you know any fireworks store owners and they have a business, have them send me a message and maybe we could chat it up and get them on the channel to just talk a business and find out how things are going. I will let you know that I did have originally before I really started growing this channel, I did have a number of individuals lined up to come and uh, talk on the channel, but for one thing or another, things never worked out. And so, yeah, uh, some of the other store owners and people in the community never made it on. So, things happen. TTV. So all the stores have wholesale cases and boxes. Okay. But as far as wholesale pricing, no, they're not doing wholesale pricing. And it's not just them, it's stores back east too. Even Goldfield Fireworks, the other gentleman that I had, Bob Weaver, who I had on my channel, who runs Goldfield Fireworks. He's not doing wholesale pricing. Um, I'm not sure if Outlaw's doing wholesale pricing. I'm not sure. I mean, I know what their prices are for their cases, but I'm not sure if that's their wholesale pricing. But for the most part, 90% of the companies that I've seen said that they're not doing wholesale pricing, even though they do have cases available. Yeah, they again, Callie, they are having wholesale cases, but not wholesale pricing. And I've seen that throughout a number of the groups in different companies, even companies as far as Missouri. And now I'm not sure about Spirit of 76 if they're offering wholesale prices, but I do know a lot of stores in the Midwest, and I think Pennsylvania and several others, they are offering wholesale cases and wholesale pricing. And as far as I know, people are still not allowed to. Well, I'm not saying that. I mean, as far as I know, yeah, people still aren't allowed to buy uh, a number of cases or assortments at Area 51 or Blackjack. I think they're still limiting that. If I'm mistaken about that, then that's one thing. But uh, that was the last time I had a confirmation, which was about maybe a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks ago. Yeah, a few of my buddies went to Area 51 on the weekend and said they're still shorthanded. Oh wow. Yeah. So some places I still think they are limiting product. Again, make sure you guys pay attention to the community tab. I will put a lot of updated information there as well. Because obviously I don't think there's a need to make a video about every little Tom, Dick, and Harry thing. But just to kind of keep you guys updated, make sure you hit the notification bell as well, because I will put some stuff on the community tab if I really find out it's vital. Who's doing wholesale pricing if you spend over 2K? Is that a East Coast thing or is that a West Coast thing? Because I haven't seen wholesale pricing in a while. And I'm gonna say this again: please make sure you support your local hobby dealer. That's what we say in the RC business. But make sure you support your local hobby store or your local fireworks store, because I'm sure you guys want them to be around next year for the 4th of July. You don't want to have your local business go under or have to lay off people because you didn't do your due diligence. You only have one Karen. Oh, sweet. I thought you need. Yeah, yeah. I'm sure there's still wholesale out there. I'm just not sure where. As far as Pahrump is concerned, I don't think they're offering wholesale, as far as what I know. What's the cost on a Phantom wholesale for shells? What is it, like $500? Yeah, we don't want them to do a fries where we're trying to pick apart the store for their UFOs and everything else and their memorabilia. I wouldn't mind having some of the memorabilia from Fry's because they had some great artwork there, man. Someone is saying for Blackjack, the only wholesale they had some fountains, neon jellyfish, and X Cows, but the X Cows might be sold out by this point. Is Phantom fully stocked? Do you know? I've only been in there a couple. Well, actually, no, I've only been in there once, and my video footage really didn't turn out really great, so I just bothered never uploaded it. That was like 5 years ago. $200 a box. Okay, Superstore and Hannibal discount. It does anybody know if Spirit of 76 is still doing wholesale right now? And I'm really curious to know if TNT, the TNT and Phantom booths. I think somebody showed me a photo of a TNT booth going up. I still think they're offering the same discounts. I believe I don't think their prices have really changed, which would be really phenomenal and interesting. I hope this isn't the year where it's like, shoot, Phantom is cheap and Phantom has some great, not Phantom, I'm sorry, but TNT has some great prices. Raymond, you're saying Spirit of 76 is stock, but are they offering wholesale? Okay, Phantom doesn't offer wholesale, they just take a third off. Okay. Yeah, so if you guys know anybody else who's seen anything suspicious or have any video footage they would like to share, any photos or any stories concerning, especially this past weekend or anything else that looked kind of strange or odd, tell them to hit me up because I would be really interesting to see if we all can compare some notes and see if we see any similarities or any irregularities in some of the traffic patterns. But I'm glad that one individual who saw my video commented on that because again, that did look a little suspicious. Somebody bypassing me and then slowing down a little bit, then kind of speeding up, and that looked really fishy and strange. Wow. All right, fellas. So I like to leave my stream somewhere around an hour. So make sure you hit that notification bell for tomorrow. We will be back again soon. I don't want this thing to go any longer than necessary, but it has been great speaking to all of you. And I will catch you guys next time. So keep me posted about everything. Again, if you are into technology or if you'd like to make a donation, there also are super chats here on the stream. You can also make a donation to the channel. Or if you want to be a monthly contributor, I also have a Patreon as well. It's kiodiekin is my handle on Patreon. And then, of course, I have my technology YouTube channel where I do video games and other stuff. Which is regular kiodiekin. So you guys all have a great night. Just wanted to keep you guys updated. And well, there are so too many options to get home safely. All right. All right. You guys take care. I'll catch you next time.